coming into the
game
league.
too now,
Training
man.
camps, you see him working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
I don't need that money.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice in meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
I don't need no money to
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Here we go, 46. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right.
You talking about that dude?
Come on.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You want that motherfucking molly here.
Mike 41. Strip the air. Kill. 41 Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Kill.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Ayers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now. Ayers.
Oh,
And
my
brought
God.
down, but not before they
Shit
get it
was
inside
wild
the
as
10 to the
fuck.
7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A 38 with a clip on it. That nigga got a revolver with a clip on it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Marcus. Is marking this one?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
You better
Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
57 to Mike. You're out. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
We got three. We got three. Go. Get out there. 41's the mic. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Oh, no, that nigga put the beast back there in your dumb ass.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
That nigga, bro.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Ayers, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, it's Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well not even have the penalty.
On first down, Ayers. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 31, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to and it'll be intercepted.
Oh, man.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them to touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Right, 57 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Shit, watch the shit. Yo, I got motion man. Me, I got this.
4th down, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Ayers.
I'm done, bro. I'm fucking done, bro.
Touchdown, Jets.
This shit is on some weird shit, man.
There. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The busy night continues for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You gotta do everything,
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
I keep fucking overthrowing every fucking thing, dog.
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I mean, one thing nigga to overthrow something, he don't overthrow it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Done, bro.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Ayers. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Ayers. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll try the left side. Ayers. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball pass free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Man, my niggas doing weird shit, man. Like, no fucking weird shit, man. Come on, dog. Bruh, this nigga is fucking, in the beginning of the game, this nigga, like, ran into the back of his players, fucking trucked 2 of my niggas and ran in there for a touchdown. My nigga running 2 of their players. These niggas don't go nowhere.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Somebody just take a piss on the mic? Nigga was pissing on the mic.